Today, I'm in my working pantry. I'm trying to get a list made of things that I need to restock on. I've not restocked since Hurricane Helene, and I'm getting a few holes in my pantry, and I thought, why not bring you in here and show you my working pantry, how I stay on a budget, how I stay ahead of inflation. And then after I get my list made on the next video, I'm going to take you shopping with me and just show you how I do it, how I find the savings. I'm going to have a list with me. We're going to see what I can find. And maybe I can help somebody out there. If you already have a pantry and you're already doing this, maybe I can help you out and give you some tips and ideas. Or if you're not, in this economy, everybody needs a working pantry. Everybody needs a little bit of stock, just a little bit ahead. I mean, even it's just 72 hours. That's what the government tells us. Do we really listen to the government? I mean, I think we need at least a week's supplies. That's what we needed for Hurricane Helene, and it really did come in handy, and it really helped us. But I don't know if when this new administration comes in, if it's going to make a difference for us. I'm hoping it will, but I'm not holding my breath. Nobody's ever come to save us, and I've done this for many, many years now. So I thought maybe if I could just show you my pantry here in just a minute. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you what we have. I'm going to show you how I work it, how when I start getting low, how I need to go restock. And like I said, I'm just having to do this really. I really keep an eye on everything about once a week. I go to the grocery store normally. Well, I don't know. Since the hurricane hit, I've not done a whole lot. I've really slacked off, but it's time to get started again. And then I just thought, well, why not? Why not take people with me? A lot of people are interested in learning how. And if you're already a prepper or already prepared, maybe there's things that I'm doing different. There's my dogs. Somebody's here, but we're going to ignore it. We're going to just keep going with the pantry. Anyway, yes, if I can help you, maybe you can help me. Tell me in the comments things you're doing. I think in this economy, we all need help. Inflation is skyrocketing. The news is lying. They're telling us it's not that bad. Well, we know when we go to the store, it is that bad. So I'm going to turn this camera around. I'm going to show you the pantry. I'm going to talk to you about how I do things. And I really want you to leave in the comments what you do. Help me out. Ask questions if I can answer. I've pretty much been a prepper for 20 years. I'm not a doomsday prepper or survivalist. I've just always tried to stay ahead of the economy. And I have never, well, maybe back in the 70s it was this bad. I was a teenager, watched my mom and dad go through some rough times. But in my lifetime, I've never seen it this bad. So hopefully I can help you and you can help me. On the next video, we'll go shopping. So let's look at this pantry now. Okay. We're in my small working pantry. The lighting's not so great. But I just wanted to show you that you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a nice little working pantry. Now, this is not all of our food. We have more in a different storage area. And what we do is we bring it from there to in here when we get low, and then we restock and put it in there in the other area of the house, so that it's a constant rotation. We do not ever buy things, well, I'm not going to say we've never. Of course, everybody buys things they don't need or they won't eat. But in general, we only stock what we use all the time. For example, we've got the oatmeal there. We've got one container open that we're using and a new container behind it. What I do is when I find it on sale at a good price, I'll buy it, put it in the other area of the house, and move it into here when one gets low. We always keep 2 in here at a time because we like oatmeal. We eat it often, not every day. My husband loves eggs and grits, so we do eggs about every day and grits quite often. So I've got a container of grits there that we're eating on, and then I've got 3 other ones. But, you know, coffee is our luxury, and it's very expensive these days. But I never, never, never buy it at full price. I always look for a deal. It doesn't matter what I'm buying, I'm always looking for a deal. So, I'm sorry about the camera. It's shaky, but you get the idea. You get the idea of what I'm talking about, you know. In here we have little quick things that are easy. Tuna packs, you know, Jell-O, pudding. I mean pudding, not Jell-O. Just little quick, easy things. Ramen noodles, because who don't have ramen noodles in their stockpile? I mean, it'd be a quick, easy meal. Not good for you, but quick and easy if you needed it. You know, the most important part of prepping is water. For sure. You've got to have water. A lot of people, you know, they prep their pantry, and I do have things that, you know, you just add water to make it quick and easy to fix. That's a good thing. But we're talking about a rotation pantry. A pantry so that you could stay ahead of the high cost of living. Keep ahead of that inflation. If I find it on sale, I'll buy several cans, you know. I got a few holes here. You know, it's time to start restocking after Hurricane Helene. We had 8 people here with us for that whole 7 days. And, you know, we went through a lot. We lost all of our, well, we didn't lose all of our freezer food. We ate most of it and lost some. You know, there was a lot of food in the freezer that we couldn't eat it all. Even with 8 people here, we were going to our neighbors and asking them if they needed anything. They were all stocked. We live in a community where people are prepared. It's a good thing. It's an awesome good thing. You know, everybody was pretty prepared. Now, these water jugs you see here, that's 5-gallon water jugs. We have about 8 of those. We had them all full. And then we have some, I think, 2-gallon jugs. They were all full. We had water bottles. The water did us pretty good for, well, with 8 people, I think about 4 days. We started running low on water. But we do have a spring, access to a spring to get spring water if we need to do that. I mean, we'd boil it because spring water sometimes can have parasites, but we were very blessed. We have a neighbor that has an Argentine well that was shooting water. So we were able to get some of that and refill our 5-gallon jugs. That was awesome. But right here in this, I'm going to try not to make you dizzy as I turn around. You can see this container right here. It is full of beans, rice, pasta, stuff like that. And what I do is I pull from that container and then I'll take it and I'll put it back up here on this shelf. And we'll start going through it, and then as I get low, I bring it from our other part of the house and put it in that container. But this is my freezer, which I have got to start stocking. It's empty. I haven't restocked meats yet. I got ice in there just to keep the freezer from using too much. I mean, I got a few vegetables that I bought at Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, this milk right here. I have 2 containers here. This milk right here we opened it up. That's why it's in the freezer. And I went ahead and put the other container in there because I've had them 2 or 3 years. But this milk is what we used for the kids, the grandkids, during the storm to make sure they had breakfast. And believe it or not, these little carnation packs is what they preferred. They could have had some cereal, whatever, but they preferred those carnation packs. I mean, no, they're not the best for you, but it gave them protein and vitamins through the storm. You know, we had means of cooking and doing different things that kept us going, but kids, they like chocolate. But down here, you can see I have some long-term storage, food supply. That is a lifesaver. It has saved us over 20 years. Of course, you know, I've restocked this, but I've had this kind of stuff, the eggs and the hamburger meat. Those are lifesavers. If you are in a bind, if you're trying to save money because eggs are $5 a dozen, let me tell you, these are good. And I did not pay $5 a dozen. The hamburger meat came in really handy in the 2008 crash. I'll tell you that story another day. But this is just a overview of our little working pantry. As we go along and I start showing you how we do this, I'll tell you more about how this stuff has really saved us over the years. So if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, comment. Tell me, do you have a pantry? Do you want to start a pantry? Are you very concerned about our economy? I am. Well, on the next video, I'm going to take you with me shopping. We're going to show you how we do this. Have a great day.